stop paying double tax on the same income. This mistake is costing UK NRIs thousands of pounds every year, and I was guilty of it too. In my first year as an NRI in UK, I paid £4,200 in unnecessary taxes simply because I didn't understand this one critical rule. But here is what's shocking: 80% of UK Indians are making the exact same mistake even right now. Today I am going to show you exactly how to stop this financial bleeding, and I have partnered with iNRI, who have recently launched tax solutions for the NRIs on their platform. To break down everything you need to know. Hello, I'm Dr. Suman, and if you are new here, I document my journey as a doctor who moved from India to the UK, sharing everything about building wealth and navigating the financial systems in this country. Now, I have recently shared my £50,000 ISA portfolio journey with you. But there is one massive piece of the wealth building puzzle I haven't talked about enough. And that's the tax trap that's silently draining money from thousands of UK NRIs every single year. In this video, I'm going to show you three things. First, the exact double taxation mistake that cost me £4,200 and how you can avoid it. Second, the step-by-step process to claim back your money if you have already overpaid your taxes. And third, how iNRI's platform can automate this entire process so you never have to overpay again. Now, full transparency, iNRI has sponsored this video because they wanted to help solve this exact problem that most NRIs face. But everything I am sharing today comes from my personal experience and research. This video isn't financial advice, and tax situations vary based on the individual circumstances. So always consult a professional tax consultant before you make decisions about your taxes. But if you are tired of paying more taxes than you legally owe, keep watching this video because you could save thousands of your pounds that you have already paid by overpaying your taxes. So what exactly is this double taxation trap? Think of it like this. Imagine buying the same coffee twice at two different shops for the same cup of coffee. That's essentially what's happening with your taxes. Let me show you with my own example from 2016. I was earning approximately £50,000 as an NHS doctor, and I also had a rental income from a property that I owned back in Kolkata, India. It was about 3 lakhs annually, which was roughly £3,500 back in those days. By the way, do you have any income from India? Property rental, investment, interest? Let me know in the comment section below. Here is where it gets expensive. The UK tax rule says that they are going to tax you on your global income, including Indian rental income or any other form of income. So I paid 20% UK tax on that £3,500 rental income, which was approximately around £700. But then the Indian government also says that this property is in India, so we will tax it too at 30%. So that's another 90,000 rupees or roughly £900. So the total tax on the same income, £1,600. That's like paying 45% tax when you should only pay once. Now a quick check. These rules are not only for rental incomes, it also applies to you if you have any of the following income. For example, rental property, fixed deposits in India, Indian mutual funds, NRI or NRO account interest, Indian stock dividends, all of this actually falls into this category. Now, if you have any of this, you could be in the same trap. The worst part, I did this for 3 years before I discovered the solution. That's £4,200 in taxes, money that I could have invested within my ISA and grown over time to more than £8,000 by now. But here is what nobody tells you about this problem. There is something called Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, or DTAA in short. Think of it as a peace treaty between countries saying, let's not rob the same person twice. The DTAA essentially says you shouldn't pay tax twice on the same income. You can claim relief in the UK for taxes paid in India or vice versa. Here is how it works in simple terms. Let's say you pay 30% tax in India on your rental income. When you file your UK tax return, you can claim foreign tax credit relief for that Indian tax you already paid. In my case, I could claim back most of that £700 I overpaid to the UK. The rule is simple. You shouldn't pay more than the higher of the two tax rate, not both. Sounds simple, right? Well, here is where it gets tricky. The paperwork is like navigating a maze blindfolded. Different deadlines in both countries, complex forms, and one mistake can cost you the entire tax relief. You need to claim the Indian tax credit in the UK, provide detailed record going back years, and you must file within the specific time frames. Miss the deadline, lose all your money. I spent countless evenings trying to figure this out on my own. Downloaded the forms, called HMRC during my lunch breaks, even hired a local accountant in the UK who frankly looked as confused as I was about the NRI taxation rules. Eventually, I managed to get it sorted after a lot of hassles. But in 2025, that's when I discovered there is actually a much simpler solution to all of these tax problems. This is where INRI or iNRI comes in, and why I am genuinely excited to partner with them on this video. Think of iNRI as your personal tax translator. They speak both the India as well as UK tax languages fluently, so you don't have to learn either of them. Here is what impressed me about their approach. Step 1, they have a simple questionnaire on their website. No jargons, just plain English questions about your UK and Indian income sources. Step 2 is their system automatically calculates your optimal tax strategy. Should you claim relief in the UK or India, which saves you more money? They crunch the numbers and one of their expert CA will advise you on these matters. Step 3 is they handle all the paperwork online. No more downloading forms at midnight, no more international phone calls during your lunch breaks. They will connect with you an expert CA who is proficient in NRI taxation rules and advise you about the best tax solutions for you. But here is the game changer. They don't just handle the current taxes, they can help you claim refund for previous years if you have been overpaying for last 3 years. Also, please do check out their virtual CA feature that they recently launched on their website. Honestly, it will blow your mind. Remember my £4,200 overpayment? With the help of a CA, in those days, I claimed back £3,100 through amended tax returns. That's money I thought was gone forever. Now, I am not saying that iNRI is the only solution, but for busy professionals like us, doctors working 12-hour shifts, engineers with tight deadlines, consultants traveling constantly around the country, having experts handle this complexity just makes sense. Also, most NRIs struggle to find a CA who's actually experienced in NRI tax matters and knows the rules of both the countries. And this is where iNRI's curated list of CAs who are proficient in the NRI tax rules really comes in handy. Their fees are completely transparent. Of course, it will depend on your personal circumstances and the complexity of your situation. If you use my link to sign up to their tax platform, then you can get some discount. Please do check out the iNRI website to optimize your taxes. Alright, here is your action plan for today. And I want you to actually do these steps, not just watch and forget. Action step 1, the 5-minute check. This week, literally this week, pull out your last UK tax return, and any Indian tax documents for the last 3 years. Are you being taxed twice on the same income? If yes, you are losing money every day you wait. Number 2 is recovery mission. If you discover you are overpaying, don't procrastinate. You can claim relief for previous tax years in the UK, but there is a deadline. Every month you delay is money left on the table. Action step 3 is get expert help. If this feels overwhelming, and it should, because it genuinely is complex, get professional help. I have put iNRI's link in the description box below. Please do check out their website to get your tax sorted. Look, I wish someone had told me about this when I first moved to the UK back in 2015. That £4,200 which I lost could have been invested in my ISA and would easily be worth £8,000 today with compound growth. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Your future self, the one planning retirement, buying a bigger house, or funding your children's education, will thank you for taking action today. If this video saved you money or even just opened your eyes on this issue, smash the like button, subscribe for more practical financial advice for UK NRIs, and seriously, let me know in the comments, have you been paying double tax, or what is your biggest tax confusion? This is Dr. Suman, helping you build your wealth one step at a time. Don't let the tax system steal your money. Take action, and I will see you in the next video.